They've loved you silently for so long that even the walls of their room have memorized your name. But this month, the silence will break. They used to whisper your name like a secret prayer. Now the universe is finally ready to answer them. They've watched you from a distance, pretending they're fine. But this month, their eyes won't be able to hide it anymore. For years, their heart has been pacing in quiet rooms, waiting for one miracle, your touch. This month, the waiting ends. The truth they've buried under smiles is finally surfacing. They've been in love with you, and now the timing feels dangerously perfect. They wrote unsent messages every night, deleting their confessions before dawn. But this month, they might just hit send. Every look they gave you was a confession disguised as a glance. You just didn't know the story your eyes were writing together. Destiny has been patient. It waited for both your hearts to be strong enough for this reunion. They've always loved you, quietly, fiercely, faithfully. But now the universe won't let them stay silent anymore. It's not new love. It's love that finally found courage after years of hiding in shadows. They loved you when you didn't notice. They stayed when you drifted away. This month, fate brings you face to face again. All the years they pretended to move on were just practice for the moment they'd meet your eyes again. They've dreamed of this month, the month where you finally see what's always been right beside you. They used to cry quietly whenever you smiled at someone else. This month, you'll realize who those tears were for. They've carried your memory like a song stuck on repeat. Now it's time to play it out loud. Every love they tried after you was just a rehearsal. This month, the real story begins. Their friends know, their family suspects. Only you remain beautifully unaware of how deeply they still love you. They never stopped choosing you, even in your absence, even through time, even through other faces. The connection never faded. It just went underground, growing roots where no one could see. They've been rehearsing what they'll say if they see you again, but the truth will slip out before words ever do. They tried to bury their feelings, but the universe kept watering them. Now, the flowers are blooming uncontrollably. You'll notice it in their voice, the trembling honesty that only years of love could create. The moment your eyes meet again, time will forget how to move. They've loved you quietly while life tested their patience. Now it's time for life to reward their faith. Every night, they've had conversations with your memory. This month, those memories will finally become real again. They never stopped seeing you as home, even when they built new ones that never felt right. The universe doesn't forget love like this. It pauses it until both souls are ready to return. They once promised themselves they'd stop loving you, but the heart doesn't obey logic, only gravity, and you are theirs. You may have forgotten the way their eyes used to follow you, but destiny hasn't. This month, fate will bend the roads just to make sure you cross paths again. They've been preparing for this moment, unknowingly, unconsciously, through every heartbreak and lesson since you. The truth is, they never moved on. They just learned how to live with a heartbeat that always whispered your name. There's a strange electricity in the air, as if the universe knows something your mind hasn't caught up to yet. You'll feel it before you see them, that old familiar warmth returning like sunlight after a decade of rain. Their love never expired. It matured in silence, waiting for the right alignment of stars. They've written letters they'll never send, poems you'll never read, until destiny places them back in your hands. Every time someone mentions your name, they still pause, like the world stops for a second. You were their unfinished story, and this month, the ending begins to write itself. Sometimes love doesn't die. It just waits for time to grow kinder. You'll see it in their eyes, that flicker of recognition, that unspoken finally. The years apart weren't punishment. They were preparation for something greater. They prayed that the right moment would come. This month, the prayer becomes a promise. They've loved you in silence, in absence, and in memory. Now they'll love you in person. Every song they hear reminds them of you. This month, they'll stop listening and start living the lyrics. They've carried you in every lifetime, every dream, every unfinished wish. This month, the cycle completes. You'll feel a strange pull, not new love, but love returning home. They were never gone. Their energy stayed with you, quietly orbiting until you were ready to look up. Their love aged like wine, stronger, deeper, more intoxicating with time. They've spent years pretending not to care, but one accidental glance from you this month will destroy all their self-control. You'll feel it, that trembling silence before the truth bursts out. Their love can't hide anymore. They've watched you move through life, loving others, healing, breaking, but their heart never took its eyes off you. You'll see it in their body language, that desperate calm that only comes from loving someone too deeply for too long. They'll try to act normal when you meet again, but every muscle in their body will betray them. Their heart has been writing your name on every tomorrow they ever imagined. For years, they've trained their voice not to tremble when they talk about you. This month, that training will fail. They once believed timing was cruel, but now they'll see it was simply preparing both of you to be ready. Every time they thought they were over you, something small, your name, your scent, your song, reminded them they never were. This month, something cosmic shifts. The world stops pretending that you two are strangers. They've been in love quietly. Now their heart wants to be loud about it. The universe has circled this month on its calendar. It's the one where truth can no longer be postponed. Their smile will change when they see you. Softer, nostalgic, full of everything they never said. They've carried your absence like a scar, but this month it finally begins to heal. Every time you said hello, they heard a promise. Every goodbye felt like punishment. This month, there's no goodbye. They've loved you in secret long enough. This is the month the secret turns into a story. Their heart beats differently around you, louder, heavier, as if it knows it's home. You were the unfinished sentence they could never stop writing in their mind. This month, they'll realize no one has ever made them feel what you did without even trying. You were never meant to be a memory. You were meant to return. They once tried to erase you, but the universe reintroduced you in every reflection, every song, every passing face. All the pieces they lost along the way somehow led back to you. They've replayed your last moment together so many times, hoping to rewrite it in their mind. This month, life gives them that chance. The same heart that once broke because of you now beats stronger, ready to love you again. They never wanted to fall in love again because no one else made falling feel sacred like you did. The way you exist in their mind isn't ordinary. It's haunting, tender, eternal. They still remember your favorite words, your small habits, the rhythm of your laughter. It never left them. This month, even the air will feel familiar, like your souls rehearsed this meeting long before you were born. They've missed you in ways they never said out loud, ways that ache in the middle of the night. They've been waiting for a sign, and now everything around them is screaming your name. You'll see a softness in their eyes, a quiet surrender that says, I never stopped loving you. They once thought the story was over. Now they know it was only the intermission. Their heart remembers what their mind tried to forget, every detail of loving you. They've been waiting to meet the version of you that's healed, and this month, they finally do. Their love survived time, distance, and silence, not because it was easy, but because it was real. The connection will feel electric, as if the universe itself is watching, smiling, saying, "Finally." They loved you through lifetimes. This one is simply their chance to say it out loud. You were their unfinished wish, their unanswered prayer, now becoming reality. Their love story was never lost, only paused until both hearts grew strong enough to begin again. This month, their silence ends. Their soul will speak, and you will understand without a single word. They've held onto your memory like oxygen, and now they finally get to breathe you in again. When your eyes meet, years of distance will melt into seconds of recognition. They once swore they'd never reach out again. But love doesn't respect promises made out of fear. You'll feel that familiar ache return, not as pain, but as destiny remembering itself. They've been loyal to the thought of you, even when life offered them distractions dressed as love. This month, every suppressed emotion will rise like a tide that refuses to be tamed. They were never over you. They were just waiting for the right version of both of you to meet again. The way they look at you now will say everything they've held back for years. It's not about starting over. It's about continuing the love story that time had to pause.